It's kind of become like a tradition at Greenville at this point because I don't really know when they started doing this, but I know
Like 7 years.
yeah. And I know like when I got into high school, like it was something everyone was very excited about. And it's just been something we continue to do. And it's a really nice opportunity for us as a small school to be able to be part of something like this in our community.
A lot of us will record like singing tracks, like vocal tracks for it, and then after that we like send all of the vocal tracks to our music tech program, which John Meredith, our music teacher, he runs that, and then we'll like splice and edit all of the vocal tracks, compile them, and get it all ready for the radio company. And then some of us will do like instrument parts, like playing the drums or the piano stuff for it. Then we send it over to them and they check that it's all good, and then we make our commercial. I think Mr. Meredith starts working on it, and he'll like come up with like the jingles, like parts and sections for all of us to work on. And then the people from the radio company come in, and then that's when we kind of like do our quick little practice session. Then we just run through it a couple of times, and then it takes about like 4 or 5 days maybe to get it finalized. And then we send it back to them, and if we need to change anything, we get it sent back to us to fix stuff.
You don't ever think that you will. You just think of it as like something that you do, and you go to school and you go home, and a lot of times it'll leave your mind, and then you're watching a TV show. Even I know Roku, their ads a few times have come up with the Buying Green commercials, and it's really, I think it's special for a lot of kids because it's something that they can all participate in. Our choir, we have in the high school choir all ages, so it's freshman year to senior year, and it's something that all the kids can participate in, whether they're singing in it or doing the technology side.
And I think also it's a good opportunity because even if you think you're not like the best singer, like anyone in the choir or anyone even like in the school, I'm sure if they ask Mr. Meredith about it, could be a part of it. And it's really inclusive to everyone. And I think it's a great opportunity.
That's a lot of the time when the music technology kids come in, because half of them you wouldn't see them like singing in a choir, but they all work cutting the tracks and splicing it all together, and it was really great.
I also think it's really special. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
That you can do everything. So, like, I think 2 years ago now, I was in the music technology class, but I was also singing in the ads. So you can really do every single side, and it's really nice to learn every single side that there is to music production.
I think so. Like a lot of us want to go to college for music, um, so we're probably going to learn like how to record and like do stuff in college.
Mhm.
But doing this like setup of like singing in front of other people, recording it, and like mixing stuff, like and editing everything, I think that will really help with college. And like if we want to be singers ourselves someday, recording our own songs and stuff, I think that really helps.
Jump off that, Mara, I just want to say, I think that the program is a really nice icebreaker for a lot of kids who don't necessarily have the confidence to stand up and try out for a solo or try out for a role in our high school musical or anything like that. I think it's a nice way to kind of ease yourself into the music production here at Greenville or anywhere really.
For me, I know last year when we had the radio on the bus, and I was sitting there one morning, and the jingle came on, and it's really cool to hear and to see the work that people do actually pays off, and to know that if you're ever scared to do something, especially in the area of music, go for it, because music is a wonderful world, and you never know where you can go, what you can get out of it, and it's a beautiful thing once you start to do it.
I also find it really nice that when you hear the radio on the commercial, sorry, the commercial on the radio, you can almost pick out like the individual voices, and it's really nice, especially because we're a pretty small school, so we know everyone in our choir, and it's nice to hear all of your friends' voices as well as your own on the radio.
Shout out to our amazing music teacher, director, everything, Mr. Meredith.
He's incredible.
Amazing.
He is seriously the most hardworking man you will ever meet. He does absolutely everything.
And it's so inspiring because I know we all are going to want to go to college for music, and he's really the reason that we are. Like,
Yeah,
he is the biggest inspiration in our lives, like in the music aspect of it. So
The radio commercial or the musical would not be possible without this man.
You know, he gives us a home and a place for us to show everything that we want, whether music or not. He gives us a place, and he's a strong working man. Mr. Meredith, he does a lot of music classes. He works with the middle school choir, the high school choir, does a lot of high school classes, IB. So he's working for music classes all day long. And then this for the recording studio, he doesn't have to, and it's extra time for him that he wants to put in, he loves to put in. And just to have that person here working, giving us these opportunities to do the recording studio, the buying green, and to do all these things that drive our love for music even more. He chooses a different song to put it over. So they could do like Frosty the Snowman, and they do different ones each year. So it's a tune that everybody knows, but with words that promotes buying in Greene County.
Shopping for presents is a jolly, happy time when our local stores put out so much more just to make the season fine. When you go shopping under brightly colored lights, such a pretty scene when you're buying green. Don't forget to grab a bite. We've got such lovely eateries in our villages and towns. All the tasty treats simply can't be beat, so be sure to make the rounds. This is the season to show family and friends. When you buy in green, it'll sure be seen that thoughtfulness you send. Shoppity, shop, shop, shoppity, shop, shop, buying green this year.